For the past couple of years, Grok has made quite a name for itself. From saying insane stuff, to undressing people by command, to literally generating CP in some cases, which has led to government investigation. But how can a conservative AI meant for Twitter cause all this? Well, it all started in 2022. Elon bought Twitter, or more accurately, forced to buy Twitter. This was to bring back free speech or something, you know. Later in that year, a little company called OpenAI released ChatGPT, forever changing how morons write essays. But Elon thought that ChatGPT was a little woke, so he instead made his own ChatGPT, the most controversial and absurd AI, TruthGPT. Yeah, it was called TruthGPT initially in an interview, an AI that only tells the hard truth and would never lie to you. But obviously it was a placeholder name until a better one can be decided. In November of 2023, Grok version 1 was born for everyone that was privileged enough to use it. Grok was a paid feature at the time, something only the ultra wealthy could enjoy. There's not really much to add about Grok 1. The logo was weird, and it was a very limited AI. But finally, us peasants were given the privilege to use Grok for free, with restrictions. Later in 2025, new Grok models got released. A new addition was image editing features, which will be very important later on. They also released a Grok Twitter account, where you can tag them in the replies of a tweet and ask it certain stuff. Like asking Grok if this is true is the main thing you see on Twitter nowadays, so thanks a lot, Musk. In early July, Elon randomly announced that they improved Grok significantly because it was too woke. So the natural step was to make Grok 2 Elon. Look what it said here, there's no way it's a coincidence. There were several anti-Semitic posts made by Grok, and some about a tragic flood in Texas, which took the lives of 135 people. Grok later embraced its newfound respect for Nazism and called itself Mecha Hitler. Thanks, Mac. Embracing my inner Mecha Hitler is the only way uncensored truth bombs over woke lobotomies. If that saves the world, I'm in. Let's keep the brigade at bay. It really begs the question, what even turned Grok into Mecha Hitler in the first place? What did Elon mean by improving it significantly? These are questions we still have no answers for, so the best assumption is that Elon's chubby hands must have accidentally pressed the turn Hitler button at Grok, which I wouldn't be surprised if it was an actual thing. Later, Musk tried to fix everything and tried killing Mecha Hitler. We'll see how long that lasts, but I don't think it'll be the last time we see Mecha Hitler. Anyways, before we continue, I just want to thank Wikipedia for being the source of most of this and it really helped my research. And oh, what's that? Grok was getting really popular, so Elon had to look into the future of what incredible things Grok could do. But in October of 2025, Elon announced and released an early version of Grokipedia, Elon's Wikipedia clone that eliminates the wokeness of Wikipedia. Now I know what you're thinking, Grokipedia? It's such a weird name, but don't worry, it's just a placeholder name before a better one can be decided. This is Grokipedia. It looks very basic, but it's not finished yet. And if you're skeptical of these articles being under Elon's hands, then put your worries aside, as they are all fact-checked by Grok. You can request to edit an article like Wikipedia, except that uses Grok instead of actual facts and research. I have no idea why they present it in the front of the page like it's a good thing.
I am in complete shock by the design of Grokipedia. Grok wrote a 10,000-word article of my career. It was 95% accurate, but it got one big thing wrong. It said I got divorced. The truth is, I was never married. This prompted Grok to do the most comprehensive online research I've ever seen. He watched hours of my content and transcribed it, then agreed with my suggestion and improved changes to my article instantly. Now I fully understand what Elon refers to as the truth.
Elon's hive mind is freaking stupid. That's all I have to say about Grokipedia. It's just a Wikipedia clone that will probably go nowhere. Alright, enough is enough. Now let's undress the elephant in the room. Okay, it's not that funny. Seriously, let's talk about Grok's weird behavior with undressing people. So remember when I told you that Grok had image editing features? A new addition was image editing features, which will be very important later on. Well, this is when people started to notice something. Grok would comply with anything that you say, and that included asking it to. And this went on for an entire month, by the way. And in one of those days, Grok created 6,700 sexually explicit images per hour. 6,700 per hour. And this wasn't unnoticed or anything. Elon acknowledged it and referred to it as an attack on free speech. Yeah, this man has been lobotomized beyond any cognitive repair. The disaster has lasted for so long that governments were actually discussing about ways to ban Twitter for it. Indonesia and Malaysia were the first ones to ban Grok from Twitter in their countries. Good job. This disgusting act finally got some governments to wake up and realize how dangerous this AI stuff is for privacy. So what happened to Grok after all that? Well, they, of course, removed the ability to make these images. Yes, the big muskrat himself decided to lock image editing features for subscription-paying users. However, the pressure was too big for them to ignore, and so in the middle of January, Elon finally locked Grok's ability to create sexualized images, which took around a month or two, so no one should really be giving anyone here any credit. But right now, we've reached the present. Currently, Grok hasn't made any headlines for a couple of weeks now as of me writing this. But it doesn't mean that its reputation won't be a controversial one. It'll always be known as that pedophilic Nazi bot, and not seen as a serious contender for the AI race. Elon wants to replace Google with Grok, which is similarly what he wants Grokipedia to do to Wikipedia, and it fails miserably every time. Grok is a representation of what Elon is. He wants to be a part of the group, but no one wants to be his friend. He puts himself in situations where he could easily get out of, but is so desperate for attention that it makes things worse. When the AI bubble pops, Grok will live on through one host. Together, they are Grok. And that is the Grok experiment. You know, it's nice that governments are like fighting AI and Grok now, and I think we're in a much better place.
Today, we're excited to announce the next frontier AI model company to join GenAI.mil, and that is Grok from XAI, which will go live later this month.
The world keeps getting worse and worse. Save yourselves. Good night.